They had their traditions. They had their culture, right? For some of you who weren't here the last few weeks. They had their lifestyle. On Sundays, Saturdays they got, and they went to the temples or however they did their worship. Sundays to them was the first day of the week. So to come to a meeting like this on a Sunday would be very strange for them, right? This was the first day of the week. So we find this traditional people moved from their traditions towards Christ. Now, I have nothing against traditions. Traditions aren't bad in themselves. We've got some Serbians in here, okay? We've got traditions. Traditions are not the problem. But it's when traditions pull you away from Christ. That's what was happening in the book of Hebrews. If you look at chapter 1 again, he's speaking to these Jewish people. And he's saying, listen, in different times and in different ways, God spoke unto our forefathers through the prophets. But that same God today, it says here, has spoken unto us, in verse 2, by his Son. He's telling these, and these Jewish people, they agreed with him. This group of Jewish people, right? They came to church. They were in church. But Paul seen their heart. Whether he knew them personally or where God showed them their heart. Or maybe there was evidence of others that were leaving. They were saying, I can't do both. In Mexico, we talked about, you cannot be Mexican and not be Catholic. If you're not Catholic, you're not Mexican. So today in Sunday school class, he says, I am Mexican. I say, no, you're not. Because you're not Catholic, you see. So the same concept, but even more so in the religious Jewish environment. If you're not worshiping the things that we're worshiping, you're not a Jew. Well, we have the same thing that happens in Serbia. The same thing that happens in China. Right? Religion is very much tied to your identity. And Paul was dealing with the same thing here.